My name is Nikki and I like to paint stuff. The problem is, I paint at such a glacial pace it takes me days to finish a single piece. But not today. Today the challenge is I am going to sit here and I'm going to paint until I finish this piece. So this is going to be a real challenge for me. My attention span is not great. I usually paint for a couple hours and then I give up and go to bed. But today we're going to stay in this room all day until it is done. So the main weakness in this plan is going to be the weather. It's nice and rainy. I would like to be in bed watching Netflix, but that's not what we're going to do today. We're going to be productive. So as for the actual design, it's kind of inspired by the Doctor Who episode, The Empty Child, which literally traumatized me as a child, with like these kids that had like gas masks like morphed onto their faces, and it was really terrifying. But this is like a funky one, and he's like, you know, in love, you know, bit of a take my breath away pun, if you will. Let's get started. Painting this section of the mask I found really challenging just because I usually paint in sections so that I'm never painting two adjacent wet sections together. This is because I find it very hard to keep definite lines from blurring into each other when you're painting wet on wet or all at once, or a la prima as the cool kids call it. So this was really quite hard for me to keep everything separate. Time check, 1 hour had passed and I've done the mask, which wasn't like too bad, and I felt like that was the most challenging part of the whole piece. So I was pretty happy with my progress here, but just had to keep chugging into the hair. Quick music change because I have zero attention span if I'm not bopping to something. Okay, it's been 2 hours, it is now 12:20 and I'm going to have some lunch. I've made a lot of progress, I'm pretty happy with it so far. This is kind of the point where I start to get sleepy and think, ooh, I should wait till it dries, let's go to bed. But I'm going to push through. I'm going to have some snacks first and then I'll push through. But this is what we're up to so far. We've done the hair, done most of the masks, and now I just have to do like his suit and body. Do like the eyes with the love heart kind of thing going on, do his ears and then the background, and then we'll be done. So I will be back shortly to carry on. Okay, so it's 1:20, I've had some lunch. I had to leave the camera and the lighting set up to like charge for a little bit because everything was getting a little bit flat, but everything's back to charging, so let's carry on. Freeze frame for the incoming mental breakdown over the colour mixing. This pink, not a good sign. Another hour has passed. And I've hit the point that I always get to where I just want to give up, which is when I mix colours that look like absolute garbage and then I get really sad and then I don't want to continue. They're meant to be like maroon, it's coming out really pinky purple. I'm going to try to figure out how to fix that because right now I hate it, but that's okay. Don't mind me just googling how to mix colours because apparently I don't know how to do that at this point. I got the colours like a little bit better. I don't like super love them, but I'm going to keep like messing with them a bit. This is why painting takes me forever. That's okay. I'm going to do some love hearts. I'm going to make them all a bit swirly with the black and make them look a bit like smoke behind glass, hopefully. That's the plan. Yeah. promise I am actually painting something here. It's just a white outline on a white background, which looks like nothing, but it will look cool soon. Another hour has passed. Another one. And this is what we're looking at. We've slowed down a lot. The color mixing is killing me. I've darkened it up a lot. I'm going to darken up these bits with more of this color so it all matches a bit more. Slowly getting there. Future me has decided to dub over this because it was honestly a little dramatic, a little pathetic. I just had some big feelings about how the colors were going, but you know what, I ate some chocolate and then I rebounded, so... Okay, so it's possible I was being like a tad dramatic. It's actually not that bad. I'm gonna fix some things. I'm gonna make things a bit darker. That lighting was not good. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna fix up some of the colors. We're almost done. It is 3:54. This may be the longest I've ever painted in my life, which isn't very long, but I'm tired. But we're almost done, so let's continue on. It is 4:57 p.m. and we are finally done. Okay, and we're finished for the day. It's 5 o'clock, we're all done. Here it is. I'll do a full outro tomorrow when I have some better lighting. It's gone a bit dark in here, and I'm gonna let it dry for a little bit and take it off this board so it looks a bit nicer. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for the final outro. I can't believe I actually finished a painting in one day. Shocked and amazed, but yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Hello, it is now the next day. I've taken it down off the board and put it on this so it looks a bit nicer so I can show you guys how it's turned out. I really like it. Yesterday I hated it for most of the day, had a couple like minty bees over it, you know, some big feelings, but we persisted and we got it done. He's turned out like a bit more funky than what I was going for. He looks like a little bit like pimpish with this outfit, which is a bit weird. But still, I'm really happy with how it's turned out. I think the challenge was really hard. I usually don't paint for that long in one session because I get very tired and I lose interest, but that was very hard for me to push through. But I'm really glad that I did. And I think I'll try to do some more challenges like this in the future. So thank you guys for watching and I'll see you next time.